Hello everyone, welcome to another video from Empty Nesters Reviews. In this video I will be reviewing the Ninja Foodi DT251 toaster oven. There are two versions of this toaster oven. One comes with a thermometer and recipe guide, which is the DT251, the one we will review today. The other does not and is a little bit cheaper. The DT201 comes in at $329, where the DT251 comes in at $349. And the only difference I saw between the two was one has a thermometer and a cooking guide and one does not. That's the only difference I see between the two. I will give you the links to both toaster ovens in the description below, and you can decide for yourself which one will be best for you. We will begin with the unboxing, then we will hook this up, cook some food in it, and after that I will go over the pros and cons, and then I'll give you my final thoughts. Now all of this will be broken out in the description for you as well, so you can click on what section of the video you want to hop right to. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and begin. So this is how it was shipped. It was shipped by Amazon, and all they did was place a shipping label on it. What we did, we already cut the tape off, but we haven't unboxed it, so we're going to do that right now. So this is everything that came in the box. We got the thermometer. We have the trays that's in the oven itself. We have a roaster pan. We have the fryer basket, the drip tray. This is everything that came in the box. So what we're going to do now, we're going to plug it in, hook it up, and cook some good food. Hey everyone, so we have everything set up and the toaster oven is all set and ready to go. So we're going to briefly go over some of the controls. This here is the power button. This turns the unit on and off, but I have noticed that if you press pretty much any button, it'll turn it on. So I'll press the timer button, for example, and you can see how it's powering up. Over here is all the preset settings. If you press these buttons here, it'll cycle through the presets. Now, if you notice, as I do this, this here is changing. So if I set it to whole roast, for example, you'll see that it's for 42 minutes at 375 and rack level 1. Rack level 1, if you open up the door, inside here on the side, there are numbers. Here is 1, 2, 3, and 4. This indicates the rack level. So I'm going to close this back up. Over here, this you can manually set what rack level that you want. So if you don't want it on 1, for example, you can set this. And the bottom button here is for the oven light. As you can see, it turns the oven light on, turns the oven light off. Over here are the manual set for the time. So if I don't want it at 42 minutes, I want to make it longer, I can simply just click on it, and you can see the timer here is increasing. If I don't want it at 375, this is the temp button. You can manually set that as well, and you can see how it raises and lowers the temperature. Over here, this pretty much controls the thermometer, and the thermometer is right here. The smart cook area, there's a little area underneath here, and I'm going to try to show you. And all you do is you just click this in there, and of course it's difficult when I'm holding the camera, until you hear a little beep. And then you're going to take the thermometer, you're going to stick this into whatever you're cooking, the piece of meat, fish, or whatever, and you're simply going to close the door. Now this is already preset, so if you hit the button here, you can see you can also preset what you want it to be, and you can also manually set it. This is the stop start button. So if you need to stop, the oven for any particular reason, you just press the button and it'll stop it. And if you need it manually start it, hit the start button. That's pretty much it in a nutshell. Wow, I can't believe how quickly that was. So 15 minutes. Whoa.
That was 15 minutes.
What was the oven temperature, do you know?
High. And I'm gonna cut it right in the middle. Oh my god, it feels so... It's done.
Wow, I'm impressed.
Hot. And the asparagus is also done.
On with the pros and cons, and as always, we are going to start with the pros. It's pretty easy to set up. It's pretty basic. All you do is plug it in. You unbox it from the shipping box, and there's no clock to set or anything like that. You just plug it in, and it's ready to go. I think it's easy to use. There's a lot of presets that work without having to adjust anything, and it's easy to adjust the timer and the oven temperature. So it's not really difficult. The more you use it, the easier it becomes, and it's really not difficult. It's also easy to clean, but you have to keep up on the cleaning. I would recommend cleaning it after each use, at least wiping it down. If you start skipping it, and the more and more grime that builds up, the harder it is to clean, as with pretty much any oven. But if you clean it after each use or just wipe it down, it's pretty simple. It wipes away. I think the manual, the user guide, it's pretty excellent. It walks you through everything, and it spells out everything in pretty good detail, and it goes over the controls pretty good. So there's no issues there with the manual. I like the cookbook. I think the cookbook that comes with this model is pretty cool. It's not super detailed, but it's detailed enough to where you get an idea of what the settings you need for the certain type of food that you're cooking. The outside pretty much stays cool as well. So when we broiled the pork chop that you saw in the video, the outside of the unit still stayed pretty cool to the touch. Even the door. Now the door was a little warm, but it wasn't super hot. Otherwise, it's pretty safe, I feel, for the countertop. Now on with the cons, and this is a little iffy because we really haven't used the unit too much. We only cooked a few things in there, but everything that we cooked so far turned out pretty good. One of the cons I feel is the unit size. It's pretty large, and I want to put the dimensions up right now so you get an idea how large it is. So you definitely need to be aware of that so that you can have the appropriate counter space available for this. It sits kind of high, and it's a little heavy too. It's about 33 pounds. This is a little nitpicky because you know what you're getting when you first order it because the dimensions are clearly stated. But just keep that in mind. Otherwise, that is all the cons I have for this so far. Like I said, we really haven't used it much, so I really can't speak too much on the cons. But I will keep you updated in the comments. Anyway, my final verdict. Now, I rate everything pretty much the same way as Amazon. 5 stars being the best, 1 star being avoid, stay away. For now, I'm going to give this a 4-star. I can't give it a 5-star because we really haven't used it much, but so far, I like it. I think it's above average and it does everything that it says it does, and to me, for me, it does it well. Now keep in mind, we did not get this unit free. I paid full price for this, so this is just my opinion. Some people are going to like it, some people are going to hate it, but for me and my experience, I think it's above average. So it worked out pretty well for us, and I see it working out well moving forward. Anyway, that's it. 4 stars, my verdict. Thank you very much for your time. I will have more videos coming up, and I will also start posting update videos on some of the products that we reviewed in the past to let you know how well they're holding up and if it's still worth it or not. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Take care.